I think if you think about her, as John and many would probably say, and all the judges, how she was the epitome of Region 5. And she was like that in my gym, she was like that everywhere she went. It turned into an incredible situation where we were at meets like this, championships, and the girls would come up and see if she was in their rotation. And literally come up and go, God, I'm in your rotation. Or the other girl, they'd say, oh, she was in her rotation. Because the cheering and the positive message she would give to those kids would make them want to be in that situation. So it was just so incredible, and I haven't had that since, and I really didn't have that before, so I knew it was a magical time with Liz. But just a quick name drop, I saw Nancy Liu today. She said, say hi to Liz and tell her congratulations. So, you know, must be nice. I don't know if she remembers me at all, but she was one of our compulsory kids first. She came from Artistry. I don't want to take anything away from her speech, but she came as a compulsory coach, and I remember, you know, the coach was telling me about her. I'm looking at this little kid going, oh, I can't wait to get that. And she quit. And went and got into diving, all right? Got into diving and did really well in that. The Lord blessed me and brought her back. So she came back a year or two later, and Elaine and her coach before was so excited and all excited. And so things happen like that, where they quit, they come back. She moved up real fast in the rankings. She became a level 10 very soon. I used to have a lot of DVDs I'd sell, and she was always in them. And I remember one of them, I say that this girl right here, Liz Tricase, is extremely talented. You won't believe what she's going to show you right now. And so she was still showing some handstand on the wall or something like that. Her mother, I got to talk about mom and dad. They were probably the most supportive parents I've ever had. And I really played a trick on my mom one time because she called and said, Todd, and this has never happened before, Todd, we're at the bowling alley, do you mind dropping off our daughter, which was just down the street, and I had never done that before. And I thought, she was the president of the Booster Club, I thought, now's the time to ask her this. So we get in there, and of course they're bowling and having a good time, as you do in bowling alleys. And her husband was there, and we're talking, and I said, you know, I got a great idea. Sure, Todd, whatever you want. How about if we run a meet? You know, we really haven't had a meet. You know, great idea. You know, have another one of those? Sure. And that was, you know, the only thing is I don't want it in a high school around our area like everybody else. Let's have it in Chicago. Sounds great. So that's how the Chicago style. I'll never forget, we were talking about this earlier, the meeting they had a couple of weeks later when she went and told the rest of the people. She came out of there like somebody just got shot. Because everybody was tearing it down, saying it's not going to happen, there's no way. And so the first year we were in Eastern, Northeastern University, and the next year we got into Navy here. So anyways, the Tricase is just wonderful people. So back to the main lady. Let's see here. In 2000, I'll never forget, she was level 10 nationals. It was, I think John was hosting it at Michigan State University. And so I'm nervous as heck because right at the end, her last event, she's in first place. But there's someone else right next to her in scoring. And so, yeah, I'm nervous as heck, and I gotta act like I'm not nervous. And I kept talking to her, kept going, this was last event, kept going up to her, and I finally said, so nervous she got piped double that she'd never used before, first pass. And I said, Liz, if you want to do a tough double, you know, we could do that. She goes, Todd, I got it. You know? Once she said that, I knew it happened. Sure enough, she went and nailed and won nationals that year. Just a fond memory. So she was, then she made the all-star team and went to El Salvador and took first place in the all-around there. And not long after that, she made the elite level. She was on the U.S. national team from 2001 to 2004 and did a magnificent job. She actually got invited to Mexico, went to Mexico because of Claudia Stava, one of the head people down there, brought her down, the only with the 2000 Olympic team, international Olympic team. So she was with all these superstars and did an exhibition travel to different parts of Mexico. And she had to dress up and it was kind of like a spectacular, like the skaters do. So she had to put all these outfits on and then get up and do a short routine and everything. And so that personality really worked, and I think that's why I wanted her to do it. So that was so much fun. The ranch experience, okay? When you ever go to the ranch, if that ever happens, or you've already been there, you know the first day you have no idea what's going to happen. You're not told what to do. You just show up at that time, and you just, okay, what do we do? But you better know what to do, because the whole idea is Marta's testing you to see how good of a coach you are. And so right away, I'm kind of watching, okay, they're lining up. Okay, line up. So she lined up, and then all of a sudden, she warms them up, and then she goes, okay, let's condition. And I'm going, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And then so I see Evgeny and Larry and all these other guys grabbing her kids. They go, what do we do? Grab her and start doing conditioning. So that's what we did. We started going around and doing conditioning. So that was I remember that very first experience was just incredible. And so the first day I warned her, I said, you do, because of Region 5 and in our gym you do a lot of cheering. I don't know if we can do that here, because it sounds dead quiet. There's no noise. So the first event is bars. I'll never forget it. And if you've ever seen Evgeny, Carly Patterson's coach, she's about this tall, and a 5-time hand balancing champion, or couples balancing. And so we're going, and Carly Patterson's on the bar, and Liz goes, come on, Carly, and she stops in the routine and lowers herself down in the bar and looks. Oh my gosh, I'm going, we're dead. Didn't know what to do, and so she went and kept going to Liz's side, she just kept cheering her on, right? So nobody said anything, but the next day, Evgeny, this mountain, comes walking up to me and goes, Todd, your gymnast cheers. I go, yes, and she's never going to do it again. And he goes, no, I like that. And so from that day on, there was so much cheering there, it was to the point where actually Marta would call you and say, let's come over here, we're doing a verification. We have to cheer this girl on, wherever it was. And it was so much fun to see Marta like that, first of all. But to see the excitement in the gym, it was such, Marta fed off that and realized it really worked with these American kids. And so Liz was always a spokesman too. She would go and talk for the girls. Whenever they had problems or situations that she wanted, they don't want to talk to her. So Liz would go, Marta, can I talk to you? So they talk, and Marta was always very respectful, I think, to Liz. And so that it was just an outstanding feeling as a coach to see her do that. Then the Olympics came around, we're trying to get to the 04 Olympics. We didn't know, you can't tell, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if you guys knew, but NBC had it on TV. Who was going to make it and who wasn't. Some of you probably remember that. So here we're live coverage. Marta's going to announce who makes it and who doesn't. So waiting. I'm nervous as heck for the kid. I'm going, come on, this is going to happen. So they name all the names, and she's not one of them, right? So I get up and I kind of literally walked away going, I can't believe this is over. I can't believe it. Acting like a little baby. And I turn around and look. She's hugging all the kids and coaches that made it. I'm not a little baby. So it was right from then and there, I realized I'm going to give you that lesson now. I got to be more like this kid. Let me give you a few highlights of her. It's at Stanford University she went to. Also, real quick, in this meet she was the national ball champion in 2002. And also another great award for talking about Region 5 and cheering and all that. For 3 years in a row, she got the Sportsman of the Year award, which is the cheering and the football. Outstanding. In college, she was a 2-time NCAA first-team All-American on vault bars. She was a 3-time Pac-10 champion on bars in 2006, 2007, 2008. She was a 3-time co-captain of the team in 2006, 2007, 2008, co-captain of the team as another, that Region 5 leadership thing. She scored 3 perfect 10s on bars in college as well. And the last thing I want to say is I still get comments from people saying, how is Liz, what's Liz doing? She was so influential, and they all tell me their stories of what they've done, and these are adults to kids. And so, literally, I told all my gymnasts I'm going to Region 5 to do some seminars, but one of your former gymnasts is going to the Hall of Fame, so they all cheered and all that. And as I was leaving, Eileen Malecki, one of my former gymnasts, was in college, said, Todd, I gotta tell you something. I said, yeah, what? She was, I'll never forget, I was like a level 4, I was sitting down, and I had a 19th place medal on my chest. And I was just sitting there with my head down, and this girl comes up and says, oh my gosh, what is that, a medal? And she said, yeah, 19th place. She said, oh my goodness, that's just incredible. 19th, I can't believe it. And changed the kid's life, she said.